This episode is brought to you by Tina's Vodka.
I'm KJ Wright, the team reporter for the Memphis Grizzlies, and this is Her Table.
Now you see her.
You are magnificent!
Welcome to Her Table, the podcast that shines a spotlight on the badass women who are redefining the game. Join hosts Kate Foley and Megan Martinez as they unlock the secrets of success from the brightest female pioneers in the industry.
We are so excited to be back in Las Vegas for NBA Summer League, and we have a very special guest returning to Her Table. We have KJ Wright. She is the sideline reporter for the Memphis Grizzlies, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to talk to her today.
She was one of our first guests.
Yeah.
I think she kind of set the tone for how the show was going to go and the level of expectation that was going to come with it. And I'm so excited that we have KJ back here today. Not only is she back, but our friend's back. So this episode is going to be iconic. I cannot wait to get into. She's got a new show. You guys need to check it out. In the W. You need to check it out. New podcast. It's strictly focused on WNBA players, but she thought this up. So I want to dig into that. She's had some iconic moments this season. Memphis is on the upswing from a team perspective. I want to dig into that, the culture, and then also I want to talk to her about fashion because she and I have a love for the Kardashians, a good American. So we're going to get into that today, about brands that make her feel good, brands she wears, but then also what trends she's seeing as she is so visible and so powerful within the Memphis Grizzlies organization.
We are so excited to have her on. And honestly, aside from the fits too, we can't wait to hear about Just the Grizzlies, her podcast. So KJ Wright, pull up a seat and let's get to it.
All right, KJ, welcome to Her Table. We are just about to wrap up year one. You were one of our very first guests in this show. Same place. New set, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the lights, we got the cameras, we got the live feeds. We got it all over here. So
And
you're
I didn't
back.
mess up too badly last year that I'm back again.
I mean, no, let's be clear. We're still here. You're always going to be here.
True.
We're still here now. We're waiting for reports. We're waiting for the feedback.
Well, I missed you guys.
We missed you
we missed
too.
you.
We missed you too. You've been through so much. Did you get a new tattoo?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Okay, what do
Oh my
they
God, you
mean?
noticed.
I know, wow.
Okay, I have a little L. You guys are
Okay.
going to make fun of me for this one. It's
No.
for my dog.
No.
His name's Lou.
I love it.
He's alive. He's fine. He's
Like, did he die?
Megan's like,
He's 4. Yeah, there's nothing.
way to open this with the sadness, Kate.
Nope. And then, you guys know angel numbers?
Yeah.
So 222 is essentially like alignment, like trust that you are where you're meant to be.
I did not know that, but I love that because I've been looking for a new tattoo, so I might be on the old copy.
Yeah, one of my
paste.
players actually, after I got this, got 777. And I was like, oh my God, our angel number is like the new.
So yeah, it's tiny tats. That's why I noticed
they're
it because
cute.
I
Tiny tats.
have tiny ones.
Oh, wow, you do.
like teeny tiny.
I have a white ink one.
What is white ink?
I used to want one of those.
Yeah, you literally can't. Well, and now because my bracelets were on it, you really can't see it. But
What is it?
It just has a life. I was in college. I don't know. Just,
Well, it's white.
That
so
was
you can't really
trendy.
see it.
What?
It's like a white.
Yeah,
hidden
you can't
one.
see it.
That was like the point. It was like
You really can't see it 'cause it's
How
all-
do you see it in general?
Well, if I don't have like the marks for my bracelets, you can kind of see it.
Is it like can you see it on like black light or something?
No.
Yeah,
So like, how do you actually know that they gave you one?
I can
You
see
can
it.
see it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would be really funny if they were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a white tattoo," and then you're
They
like,
just take a blank needle and
Yeah, here, it's invisible. Or there's
I
here.
mean, cost savings. Like they have no out-of-pocket costs. They're just straight revenue.
just the
at that
5 minutes of
point.
the artist pricking me with a pin.
It's some like weird thing he likes. It's so weird. Oh, when we're together next, we should go get another one. You don't
Okay.
have any, right?
No, I know.
I know. I've been
kinda
trying
like
to
that
convert
right there.
her.
Yeah, I know. I really like that.
Did this
so.
one hurt?
No.
Okay.
That's cute.
I've been thinking about getting one like right here because
Yeah.
it's just kind of
No,
like.
it
You're just
doesn't
gonna
hurt.
do the same exact tattoo right there.
I mean, thanks
We
for
can- I'll
pointing
do
that
it
out,
too.
Megan. Yeah, thanks for telling her I'm going to copy her.
You're like, I might do one right here in the angel number.
To be fair,
What's
I
this one?
copied this one. This is, everyone has this tattoo.
Well, we
Really?
don't.
Yeah,
So
I
what
didn't-
is it?
This is God is greater than the highs and the lows.
Oh wow.
Oh.
But that is like a very, once I got it, like literally everybody has it.
Oh,
You'll
wow.
notice now.
Now I will.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
Oh. I think tattoos are so interesting because in the league, guys get just like full tattoo. I remember when I worked with Jordan Clarkson, he had minimal tattoos.
Wow.
And then when
He's
he got
covered now.
Yeah, crazily covered.
Yeah.
Like when he went to the Cavs, they were like, he needs to relax because he's in season. Like you can't just be coming in with like a full
Yeah.
sleep. Like you
Yeah.
get infection. It's like this
Yeah.
whole thing. He needs to relax. And I remember like talking to him like, hey, like, can we like slow it down for like a minute? And he's like, nah, no.
And
I did my job. I asked. I put it out there, and it got shut down. So and
That's
now
all you can do.
And now he's like fully tatted.
Yeah.
Which he's
Like
the
head to
sweetest
toe.
guy ever, but he's just head to toe tatted. It's kind of weird.
Tattoos are so much more common now than I think.
Yeah.
Like when our parents were growing
Yeah.
up, they're like,
Totally.
"How are you going to get a job with a tattoo?"
Yeah. Right.
I'd say, honestly, people say that it's weird because I actually had one of the guys I worked with before, he got some hand tattoos. And someone actually said to him, like, do you think people are going to take you seriously with that?
I do.
And I was like, that's not okay to say to someone.
Right.
Number uno. And number two, like, let him express himself. It's
Yeah.
not like he got like curse words all over his hand. Like, he got
Yeah.
something
I don't see the
messing with
difference
him.
between like coloring your hair.
Yeah.
Like, do you think someone's going to take you seriously because you put highlights in? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Well, let's test it out. Are you testing me?
Do you want me to get some tattoos on my
I thought about a finger tattoo.
Me
Imagine
too.
her first tattoo was like
knuckles?
It's like knuckles.
love Meg.
Yeah.
Heart.
So every time you knuckle someone, you just show them your name. I bet they wouldn't forget your name.
But they wouldn't. You're right. I'll be like, hey guys.
Hey guys,
Something to
good
think
meet
about.
you.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
I mean, yeah. If I show up with that, I copied you for
I
real.
know. I know.
You don't get Kate, you get Meg.
Meg with the heart. Oh, Kate.
You lose the bet, and they're like, "Who's Meg?" You're like, "Don't ask." It's just gone down the hole. Okay, you have so much going on, so I want to jump into you of like
Okay.
1,000 things. You look fantastic,
Yeah.
by the way.
Thank you.
Like,
You look
the lights are
amazing.
hot. You look amazing.
I was really excited to see you when I saw you yesterday at the
Yeah.
Grizzlies, and there's so much going on with the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
I am so excited to tell you that Jalen Wells, who you guys drafted, played at Washington State University, which is where I went to college. So I was like, oh my gosh, no way. So
So now
let's-
she's gonna be a Grizzlies fan.
I came and watched you guys yesterday, and I just want to know what's going on with the Jalen Wells, the new draft pick, Zach Edey, and what that's like been for the Grizzlies.
What team did you put on your card?
We put
Oh,
the Magic.
No, we didn't.
Nope, we
You're
put
lying.
the Sacramento Kings.
Only because I have a guy on the Sacramento Kings, so I had to
Yeah.
pick a
But
team.
you have a guy on the Grizzlies.
No, but I mean, like,
I know. I get it. I get it.
Let's be
But, like-
clear for everyone listening. I don't
Yeah.
have a guy on the Sacramento Kings because
No,
that
I know.
shit's gonna go viral. I have a client on the Sacramento Kings. This show with KJ is always amazing.
Oh my
It's
God.
like
I
highlight
haven't
of
even
my
done
day.
anything.
You're
No,
so
but it's like the
amazing.
highlight of my day.
This is so funny.
It's like I love
Yeah, no.
laughing.
Okay, so we have 3 draft picks, and we were at such an interesting spot because, as anyone who's watching knows, you get a high lottery pick if you
Yeah.
do really bad, and a lot of those teams
It's a reward for painfulness.
it is but a lot of those
Yeah.
teams you're looking at Detroit or
Yeah.
San Antonio, like the teams that are young and in their rebuild. We were in this crazy, weird, unprecedented place because we're not in a rebuild. We just had every single player injured for the season last year. So we were horrible because we had no one. So
Right.
now we get the 9th overall pick, which we wanted higher, but it's fine. We get a top 10 pick
Yeah.
in Zach Edey, and we get all our guys back next year. So I think next year is just looking really, really exciting. I talked to the coaching staff because I've had minimal time with our draft picks so far. It just happened, and then they came to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I am not being cliche in any way. They say that these 3 guys our vets mess with them already off the court so hard that he's it's going to be seamless.
Oh my
It's going to be a
gosh.
seamless insertion of
Yeah.
these 3 into our team. So I'm excited about that. We needed a big.
Yeah, you
Zach
guys-
Edey's Canadian, so
Oh,
at
yeah.
our first game, he didn't play, but I had all the Raptors people around, which I hadn't seen them since I moved out of Toronto 5 years ago. So it was nice to see them because I just wanted to cover a Canadian. Jalen Wells, I have not met yet, and then Cam Spencer is the last guy that we picked. And I've asked 3 different people on our coaching staff and a player, and they keep saying that he's a dog. They keep using that word, so I'm just excited to see what he's going to bring to
That's
to
so
his table.
amazing. To his
Ooh.
table.
To our table.
We love it.
To your table.
I'm
We need
excited
to
about
come to
these
your
3.
table, by the
I
way.
would love for you guys. We were supposed to have a date at Red Hook, and we never have yet.
No, Memphis hasn't called me back to come there lately. I mean, I don't have anyone there,
I know. Well,
but we need to
get a guy on the Grizzlies.
See, this episode
This
is
is like-
gonna go ridiculous.
Oh, how the
So-
turntable is. That was pretty good. I give KJ credit on that.
turning of
Now you
the
got Kate
table.
flustered.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it to my list. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get there. I
Yeah.
got a lot of things going on, but yes, I'm gonna get there. It's funny. So Zach Edey is enormous. He's very large, young man.
Yes.
I met him for the first time right before I came here. He came on one of our Grizzlies shows, and I went to shake his hand, as you do when you meet someone. And let me just preface this by we had Steven Adams, who is the largest human I've
Yep.
ever seen.
No,
We-
he's enormous.
He's
large
huge.
isn't even a word. He is an insanely large
Yep.
person.
we have Jaren Jackson Jr., who's taller than Steven Adams, but somehow Steven is
Oh,
his
really?
stature is
Well, just
bigger.
structure is
Yeah.
Yeah.
bigger.
I shook his hand. Kate, give me your hand. And we were like this. And it felt like there was like 7 hands grabbing my hand. I'm like,
No
this guy
way.
is huge. He's the heaviest player in the NBA now.
No way.
What's he weigh?
300.
Shut the front door. He
And
doesn't
he's
look
thin. Yeah, no, he's thin, but he's
He's so tall.
He's 7'4".
7. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Zion's like, thank God someone weighs more than
Yeah.
me. I don't have to
he's got
take
20
that.
pounds on Zion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now he doesn't have to have that stigma
Yeah.
like that guy.
lose
weight.
Yeah, I'm excited what he's going to do. We were
He seems like a good human though, like well balanced.
he's very
like,
quiet.
Super.
Yeah.
But I feel like most big men
just a very reserved.
are reserved, but they turn it on when they're on the court. But I also think he's a quiet
Except
giant.
Jaren Jackson Jr. He's not reserved at all.
No,
Yeah.
he's just all out there
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need some of those. You got to. I mean, imagine if you had like all introverted. That'd be like the most boring team in the world. No one would. That wouldn't really work.
That would make my job really hard,
Honestly,
actually.
I was like, yeah, your team is very like extroverted. I feel like you guys got a lot going on.
We have a
all
lot
the
of
time.
good personalities.
You really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I've talked to some of like the sideline reporters who had been previous to me, like on some of the older teams, and they always talk about those guys who are cancers in locker rooms or like just. Can you swear on here?
Yeah.
Like asses to be
You swear
around
on here.
like
KJ,
butts.
have
to
you
be
met
on
us?
here. I like.
Bums.
I'm being so genuine, not because I work for the Grizzlies, but like I have never had
Yeah.
a single player, even all the trades that we've had, like be mean.
But I would
Yeah.
say this. I don't know that that's specific to Memphis. I'm going to let you need to take credit for this. This is your ability to create an authentic, comfortable space and reaction and connection with players to be able to have that. So I think you would do that anywhere. And I'm not going to let you sell yourself short on that. I'll let you say whatever you want about the Grizzlies, but I think that is the KJ thing where it's you just make everyone just feel so comfortable when you're around them that it puts the walls down because
It is
that's
something
not
that I
easy.
try to
It's
do.
not
Like,
easy
I-
to do, and it's not easy to accept either. Because especially in this industry, you're like, what do you want from me? What are you trying to get from me? And there's not a lot of nice people sometimes. Sometimes you're like, all right, I have a barrel of assholes and one nice little bird. Like, so it is.
Little bird.
And one little
barrel.
bird that I like that I just need a barrel. No, I was going to say a dumpster, but then I felt like that would make everyone feel bad. So I just said a little barrel.
Don't feel bad. You're just a little barrel.
You're just in my barrel today, buddy.
little
You're in my
barrel.
barrel. But I think that's what you do. How do you factor that into your job?
I'm really thankful that it's not just at games. I feel like if it was like if my interactions were just strictly post games or pre games for that matter, like it would be difficult because you're strictly just talking about basketball and it's like the standard questions like, oh,
Yeah.
your defense is good. But I like my podcast where I get to sit down with them for the half an hour and actually talk about like
Yeah.
shit that they
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Because the research that goes into that, it's a half an hour podcast, but like the research is like a day and a half. So
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I want to know everything that you like. I want to know everything that you said. And I think
Yeah.
that like innately would make you feel comfortable. If I came
Yeah.
on this and I'm like, Kate, you've never openly been like, oh, I love Pokemon, but I want to talk about Pokemon with you, you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, vibes. I don't have
Yeah.
to sit here and talk about
And they,
defense.
and they appreciate that too because
Yeah.
you've done your research on the players. You know what they like and what they don't like, and then being able to talk about these special talents or special things that they have is amazing, and that's where the trust like starts and builds. So.
How'd you learn how to do that? Is that like a God-given thing, or did you have to teach yourself how to do that?
No, because I go back and listen to the first episode or the first like season of my podcast, and I'm like,
Really?
Why? What's the cringe for?
I don't know. It's just, I think with everything that you do in life, right? Like you get better
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
what. Like
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
agree
you
with
guys
that.
would go back and watch last season of this and you're like, this is how I improve.
Yeah.
And well, you don't go back and watch. But
Yeah, I just suck altogether. I just
no, you don't.
ever improve.
I'm just saying, like say anything.
Yeah.
Say you started
Yeah.
running. Your
Yeah.
first run is going to be
It's gonna be
horrible
hard and
compared
tough.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
your
Yeah.
5 years
Yeah.
later. And so I don't know. I think it's practice, and I think it's also because I've been with the team for 5 years now. So I have some. So our first game here, I had my first post game interview, obviously, and it was with one of the players that has been there. Like he's in his third year now, and I just like there's a sense of relief.
Yeah.
That's just like.
It's
We know
comfort.
each other.
Yeah,
we can
it's comfort.
we can chat.
Yeah.
And again, obviously, it would have been fine if I had a rookie, if I had Jalen Wells or
Yeah.
Cam Spencer. But it's just,
It's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
once you just know people,
You're just catching up. And I also just think too, like there's, especially in your role and in this industry, there's such an opportunity for people to be fake that when you meet someone that's just genuinely a good person that wants to see you win, or just honestly just sees you as a person, right? Not the asset, not the talent, not the job, but just we're people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I was out for dinner yesterday and we were walking back to the hotel and one of my like vets was in the hotel and I just like walked by because he was with a bunch of people and I just didn't want to say, but then we like made eye contact and I like waved. He's like, you're not going to say hi. And I was like, I didn't want to bug you. But I think it's
Yeah.
like those relationships where it's
Yeah.
like, aren't we like cool outside of sports?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, you're like, hi, but
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going. Bye.
No, I like asked about his family. Like he stepped
Yeah.
away and I was like, oh, where's Paris? And like
Aw.
but
That's
I think that's
amazing.
the stuff
That's
too.
gonna make you feel so good though.
For sure.
That like you matter too, because you know what I mean. They could look at you as just a job doing
Honestly,
their job.
I look at, and this, I don't know how other people see it, but I look at the players the same as I look at like my editor.
Yeah.
Like we're all coworkers.
yeah,
And we're all people.
100%.
Yep.
Like I would do the same thing if my editor was with a bunch of people. I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want to like bug them because they're busy,
Yeah.
but no, let's shift and talk about, as we're talking about the veterans. I feel like John Morant now, he's been in the league for a couple years, but this,
same as me. We came in together,
oh my
baby.
gosh, no way. It's already been 5 years.
We've never been in the NBA without each other.
Yeah, well, he just did his
What?
extension.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about John Morant this last season and kind of like where you see, he's recovering from that injury and, just kind of talk about like what was going on. How did him not being in the locker room kind of affect the presence of the team, and like where do you see, the Grizzlies this season and, kind of taking that turn?
Okay, so I think that was a little bit of a misconception. He could be in our arena. So he was in the arena.
So he was
always.
there.
He could practice
Okay.
with the team. In terms of locker room, he had to leave the arena like an hour and a half. I don't know the exact number, but he had
Yeah.
to leave a certain time before games, but then he would watch the games
Yeah.
outward. So he was around, which was really nice.
yeah.
Like
It wasn't like
being
he was just gone, because I think
Yeah.
the media portrayed it as like deuces, he's gone, but he's not. It's not really worth arguing. It's just like whatever, y'all spin the narrative and keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I think the narrative around Memphis as a whole, and I'm not doing like a woe is me thing, but like is very just like negative. Like
Yeah.
No, I think it sucks. No
John
one
gets
wants
a lot
to
of
see you guys
negative.
be positive.
Yeah.
I'll say it for you. Like I feel like everyone's like, let's just beat down on Memphis a little bit.
Like when we were 2 seasons ago when we were winning, and like our guys would like huddle around a interview, it would be like, these guys are obnoxious
Yeah.
and whatever. And then OKC does it this year, and it's like, oh, look how cute they are.
They're so young and like
So,
they're together.
yeah.
why do you think
Yeah.
that is?
I mean, our guys talk trash, but I think everyone talks trash.
Yeah, for sure.
I think everyone does, and I think that there are people that don't.
Anthony Edwards doesn't talk trash, but he's like a beloved, like everybody loves him.
Dude,
Anthony
everyone
Edwards.
You don't love
trash.
Anthony Edwards?
No, I love him, but I think
Yeah.
he's always talking. He's always.
But that's what I'm
talking
saying.
shit.
But
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
he don't give a shit.
Yeah,
He'll just say what he
but
feels.
they do love him. You're right.
Yeah.
They like, but
Yeah.
you're right. They're super harsh on the Grizzlies and Jaw.
I feel like, though, unfortunately, and it's probably unfavorable, I do think that some of Jaw's choices didn't lend himself, right, to be given that grace that he probably deserved.
However, and I'm just going to be devil's advocate
Yeah.
at the same time, and this is honestly a knock at the NBA in some sense, there's guys who commit actual crimes.
You mean like the
Crimes
guy that like
against
murdered
women.
someone last year that was on the Kings? That
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually
Yeah.
like, allegedly he is, but whatever.
Yeah, with his
that
girl.
type
There's
shit.
actual
that type
crimes,
shit.
actual crimes being committed, and like our guy, and we live in Tennessee. It's an open carry state.
Yeah.
I can't say anything for Denver. Like obviously, I don't
Yeah.
live there, so I don't know the rules there. But
Yeah.
for that second one, we live in an open carry state. So like even if and I don't because I'm Canadian and I don't. But
Yeah.
even if I was to carry a weapon, like it's a legal thing. Like nothing was
Yeah.
ever shot. Nothing was ever.
You're right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that is overly vilified.
I agree.
When there's like actual crimes being
Yeah.
committed against human beings.
I just think
So,
it's
I don't know.
It's no, I agree with you, and that's what
fair.
I'm saying. I don't think he got the grace he might have deserved to
Yeah.
have. But at the same time, if you know you're not going to get it, it does make you have to make different choices. It's not fair, but you do sometimes have to be like, okay, like we might need to make a little bit different of a choice this time. But at the same time, like there's so much. That's what's so interesting about the league and the vastness of it. Is there's so much that goes on, but the media picks one thing and then they never let the shit die. We talked about this earlier of how like you're seeing now in women's sports, the pitting of women against each other
Caitlin and Angel.
the story. Yeah, exactly. And the storyline and people are excited to see this instead of excited to see athletes perform. It's interesting. And then you see it start to happen in the WNBA and it's like, why is this an acceptable behavior for people to do? But then also, why is it pretty predominant within basketball itself, right?
Yeah, it's been tough actually to see the coverage of the WNBA this year. And one, I love it because I actually am a fan of
Yeah.
basketball, but I don't think the coverage is actually of basketball.
Yeah.
It's just about
The storyline.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
which isn't not even a real
Yeah,
storyline, I
right.
don't think. And
No.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, that's been tough. And I also think a lot of it comes back to media. Maybe, I don't think like not realizing is the word, but like, I'll use it for a lack of a better word, not realizing that these are actual human beings too. And
No,
I'm going to bring it back
yeah.
to Jaw. Like okay, think about it. If you were 24 years old and you were like an international superstar, like he's not just NBA, he's
Right.
not just USA. Like there's,
Yeah.
you can go to Europe and there's
Yeah.
John Morant jerseys
Yep.
and he's handed $200 million. You probably don't live life
Just, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would be a lot to take. You don't know what he's
Yeah.
going through. Like, you know, he has a daughter who he's not with the mother. And, like,
Yeah.
you don't know what's happening behind the scenes
No, you
there.
get judged on one moment in time, not
Yeah.
the context of it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we all took a step back and put ourselves in that shoe, especially not knowing what he's been through, because he was also pretty vocal about it on Twitter. Like, he had lost family members around that time and he was just going through a lot. I think we would all be like, okay, I think you deserve a little more grace than you were getting.
I agree. And okay, this transition is kind of perfect for what I want to lead into. And we talked about this before the show, but there was a post that went viral with you and John Morant, you just doing a casual interview with him post game. And
Doing
then
your job.
Doing your job.
Doing your
my
job.
job.
And people then ran with the photo and said a lot of comments. Can you kind of touch on what exactly happened and like how did that affect you? Because sometimes the media doesn't even realize that you are a person too. You're doing a job and see how much that affects your life.
Let's not call these Twitter people media first.
True. That's
I think
true.
they think they are.
They do.
I think they think they are.
But you're right.
So there was a picture. Okay. So there's a picture and it got picked up by, I'm not even going to know. It's some like gossipy, you know, when you just like see those Twitter
Clickbait, a
things.
clickbaiter.
Just-
Yeah.
yeah.
And all it said was, you don't think John Morant's discipline or whatever? Look at his eye discipline here. And he's like looking away. Because you know when you're talking, like I'm not looking directly in your eyes
Right,
when I'm
yeah,
talking. I'm like
right.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the initial one, like the initial tweet from that first one got, I think, 67 million views. And then from then it was picked up by like, I have all the screenshots still because I'm crazy. It got picked up by like
I love
dozens of like those gossipy. We were actually in our hotel yesterday and we were YouTubing like different stuff and there's like videos of it. Like it was
Of them analyzing what he's doing.
yeah, it's
That's sick.
crazy.
That
It's
is crazy.
There
But
was
it's also-
TikToks about it and I'm tagged in it. And then you go read the comments and all it's talking about is like her body and like, we know why she got that job. And like, oh my God, her and John. And I'm
Shut
like,
the front door.
and I'm fully covered. Like I'm not
Yeah.
like
You're
overtly,
in a fucking
Turtleneck.
turtleneck for
yeah.
God's sake.
I mean, my poor boss, he had to like, not had to, but he was sweet enough to talk to me and he was like, do they want you to like leave your boobs at home? And,
Yeah.
like, I just,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
go
let me
call,
just-
talk to God. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like you got to like pre-register for what you came out
Yeah.
with. You
Yeah.
know, there wasn't like a box where you got to check this, that, the other. It's
Yeah.
just this is
Yeah.
what he decided for you. It's so sad because and it brings up such a great point because you're in. Okay, first of all, I've been in an arena. We're in this arena for God's sakes. People are screaming at you. People are whatever. So many guys do interviews and they're not looking someone's screaming, someone's yelling. He was holding his
well,
daughter.
if you were to watch the interview,
Yeah.
like
It's a moment. It's a
he does
30
look at me.
second-
Like,
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
30-second click of
they
that.
were even like, because there's one picture where he's holding his daughter Kari, and then there's one
Yeah.
where he's not, and they're like, he even picked up his daughter because he knew like people are watching, and I'm like, no, she was holding her, and then she got heavy because she's 5, and then
Yeah.
he put her down. Like
It's funny
Yeah.
because I you know what I do for those people? I pray for
I was
them,
gonna say pray.
and I hope they have the day they deserve.
all 75 million of you.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like I'm a firm believer. When you put good in the world, you get good back. When you put dirty and nasty in the world, you're gonna get it back. Like I've never seen somebody do me wrong that turned out better.
Ooh, that's a bar.
Like I haven't. I want to meet them,
That's a bar.
but I also keep myself in a good place because I don't come back for you. Like you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand how you feel. Thank you for sharing. And then I might say something when you're not around, but I'm not gonna like engage with you. Like I might go get a voodoo doll and be like, But how for you as a woman? Like, did that last year when we talked to you? We talked about fashion, wardrobe, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And we've had so many guests, KJ, come on the show, like so many of them, that you are their inspiration.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Yeah, you've been mentioned a few times.
Like
Shut up.
literally,
Yeah, literally
there's a half a
yesterday,
dozen
Vanessa
shows.
was talking about you.
Vanessa was talking about you yesterday.
and your fits.
what?
Of just like your fits and your confidence
Yeah.
and how like you know, like everyone looks to see what you're wearing. Where you know,
Not
what I
me
mean?
getting teary. That's so cute.
But no, it's so beautiful to see because
Yeah.
you don't even know that you're doing that for people, and then you have such a shitty moment by some asshole on Twitter, and takes
And guess
that
what?
light
It's changed. I've just so modest last year.
because of that.
Not modest. Like I wasn't like
You didn't
I
come
was
out
fully
with
covered
like
there.
Yeah, I know, I
too.
was gonna
No,
say.
You wanna remind
just
me?
if you're watching this, it was a maxi.
this camera. Tell
I
these
was
people what
wearing
they
a
did to you.
maxi dress up to here, and boots, so you couldn't even see my legs. You could see my arms, just here. Just
And that's it.
Just a heads up.
you know what? For those people that want to hate on you for whatever reason, I hope you have the day you deserve. It's coming for you. I will ensure it. I'll pray for you. It's so sad because you're in such, like I said, you have so many women that look up to you. Like
That makes
literally.
me really, like, I don't even know what word. Proud, maybe, but also, like, because we talked last year about the women that I looked up to, right? And I know you guys had Allie on, and there's like 3 or 4 women that I've looked up to for so long. And like, I don't know if I ever put it into perspective that I could be that person for like the next group of women.
You are.
For sure.
You don't know this, but you are. How
That's
cool is
wild.
that though?
I don't know.
That's gonna make you feel so good.
It makes me want to cry.
Oh, don't cry. That's a beautiful
rewarding,
thing.
though. And
It
the
is.
fact that you've worked so hard in your career to get to where you are today, and you have been such a great example for the young women. They see you dressing with confidence, you coming out and like just being yourself is just what young women want to see.
Yeah, you guys probably feel this in your careers at sometimes too. Like maybe complacent is, again, maybe not the right word, but you know when you're like, you've been at something for so long, sometimes I forget that like this is actually like what I want to do, is what I dreamt of. I'm just like, okay, like what's next? I feel like I'm like so stagnant. And then you guys say that and I'm great. Now I'm happy again.
Okay, but listen, I want to talk about fashion. So what are we going to see from you this year?
Yeah.
Because if I see you in the habit that I just mentioned, I'm coming for you. My ass will be on a plane to Memphis pulling up.
Okay, well, here's the thing too. I do feel like every single season, my fashion changes slightly. Like it evolves, right? Just because like fashion trends change. And I am looking at, I'm going to take you for an example, Megan, because the like, I don't mean to say modest is not the right word again. Maybe I needed a bigger coffee.
Conservative?
But like a conservative, like old money look is in right now.
Yeah.
Totally.
So although I have shopped so much. It's so stupid. I have a lot of like very neutral pieces now, but not because of anything, but because like I think that look is so in. If you look at
It's iconic.
Kaiser, I'm not going to butcher her last name, the WNBA player who's now dating Jaylen Brown openly. Her fashion this season.
Did she just go to the ESPYs with him?
Yes.
Yeah, we just were looking at that yesterday.
Her fashion is so iconic.
It is her dress yesterday. We were like, oh my
Okay, so
God.
she doesn't usually dress like that. She
I was
usually
like, wow.
She looks
different, but-
phenomenal. Entering, and she's not on the Sky anymore, but
Yeah.
when she was entering games, she looked just like so fabulous, but like covered and classy. And I think that's the vibe I'm going to go for this year.
Yay.
It's funny.
I
I
love
feel
that.
like even mine, as I go through my career, it's like you find things that are just like iconically you.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, and you're just, you know what I mean? It's no trend. It just becomes your own personal fashion. And you might put like your own like tweak on, right? Like something that's in style right now or something this, that, the other. But like there's just always that like iconic.
I picture you in pink anytime I think of you.
I know, me
and I'm in
too.
all black today for those of you listening.
We were
The
at Good
Grim Reaper today.
American, and there's this pink section, and Kate's
Yeah,
like,
they-
is this for me?
Yeah,
Pink-
they-
Oh, I saw it. Right when
Wait.
you're going into the changer, I can picture Kate just taking the entire rack and just.
Me
They
too.
was already in the room. They were like, "Oh, here's your room," and you walk in, and it's just like pink, yellow, orange, green, blue, like a rainbow. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "I
Thank you.
love this."
And then she's wearing all
and I'm
black.
wearing
I
all
know.
black today.
I know.
No, well, it's because earlier I had on like a multicolored outfit. And I was like, okay, I have to do one liner on darker.
Yeah.
But no, okay. So, what are your fits right now? What are you feeling in fashion?
I am so into vests. I'm wearing a vest as well.
I know. I
I'm
saw that. I was
so
like,
I
into
honestly, I'm not
vests.
gonna lie to you guys. I was gonna wear. I brought a pink vest. Swear to God, and we would have looked like the news desk central.
No
so
way.
No, we would have looked cute.
Swear
Yeah,
to
we
God.
look cute, right?
Especially because they're all like a little different.
Yeah.
No, yeah, mine's just like it's like a bright pink one.
Again, you're in all black. I'm into like the blacks and the browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whites, classic. I'm really loving like the high necks. Like I wore yesterday for a game. I wore a high neck and a
Sleeveless. I
sleeveless.
saw that in the all
Super
black.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into Abercrombie. What the heck?
It's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
It
I
reminds me
know.
of high school because I
No,
worked
yeah.
at Hollister.
I know.
but
Yeah. I
they're
can't. I don't like
making
to
a
shop in the
comeback.
store though because it still smells like insane when you go in there.
I don't get. Well, I live in
yeah.
Memphis, so I don't get to shop in stores like a
Oh.
lot.
Not
Period. 'Cause we
often.
don't have malls.
Yeah.
So I come to Vegas and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh, a
That's where
store.
you're
Like walking
spending.
into Good American today, I was like, I can touch
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
The sizing, I don't have to like send it back.
I
I can
know.
like try stuff on.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, and I think so. You were in Good American today, and you got to experience. It's funny. So I met with Misty, who's their VP of retail, and the thought that Emma and Chloe put into those stores is crazy because there's such positivity on the mirrors, in the doors,
Yeah.
because so many women in their focus groups were like, we don't like to go in the store because we don't feel good when we try something on or we're uncomfortable. And it's such a positive experience to go into and try something on. It's like fun. You enjoy it. And there's no expectation of like the size range is so huge. You know what I mean? Like you can get any person can walk in that store
Yeah.
Oh,
and
for
get
sure.
something for themselves.
For sure.
Any demo, any age, any size. And I love that because I think it's so important as women that we're able to go. Because so many stores I shop and I'm like, okay, I'm this size in one store and I'm this size in another store. And it's like, it fucks with your mind.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I will say, and I shouldn't, I have a pair of jeans from Good American that I just went to get tailored in like the
waist?
Yeah.
And they're a size 8, which I've been in 8 for a while. I did lose a lot of weight this year, but I went in and I got a
And
size
you look
4.
fantastic.
Yeah,
I
you
said,
look amazing.
You look amazing.
Thank you. Well, I'm size
off.
4 now.
Yeah, I mean, I love it.
No, I got a size 6 in another one, so it's just.
That's what I'm saying, but it's so hard. It's
Yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. Okay, so back
But I went with my sister too, and she always has to get like she can't buy jeans that I get because her legs are.
of sky high along.
So tall.
She had to go on her tippy toes for one. I said,
I know.
"You're welcome."
Also, like, now she knows how we feel. Not being, well, you're tall, but like,
I just wear heels. I don't listen. I'm not that tall, but yeah.
you're tall too. Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's cool to see a brand, and I think, they're obviously getting into the sports
Yep.
space. Skims is another brand that has
I
fully
just ordered everything off Skims.
Oh my
Did you?
biannual
Because
sale.
I know they're having a biannual sale.
Yep.
You can buy it at Nordstrom.
I don't have a Nordstrom in Memphis, but yeah,
You can order it online.
Yeah,
Oh my
I know.
God. Do you have a Nordstrom rack?
yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Memphis.
Skims there. Don't sleep on it. They
I
have
got-
like Skims Swim, all that.
I
over
got
there.
Skims at TJ Maxx the other day.
Shut the front door.
No way.
A slip dress.
What?
Ooh, a slip dress too? Oh my gosh, okay, I need to go. I like their new color. It's like it's purple, and it's like I want to get some of their they have nice dresses. And I'm
But
looking at
okay,
that.
so
Okay, sorry.
I know we're, like, getting off
sorry.
topic.
Everyone's
Like,
like,
where are we
we're
shopping?
deleting this fucking thing now. No, like it's cool because they have a lot of basics, and we're talking about basics and how you can take something that's so basic, but dress it up, dress it down, put a blazer, put it with a skirt. Like having those pieces you can kind of plug and play is really fun. I feel like sometimes you're like a Barbie doll, and you get to be like, like I wish if I could have anything in my life, it would be on Clueless. You
Oh
know the
my
movie
gosh,
where she
yes.
like
The
goes
closet
on
goes
and
like this.
she
Oh, I
picks
know.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she picks something that's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the most iconic thing ever. But I think that's just what's so cool about women's fashion is it gives us so much room to show people who we are. But then it also gives us a space to really encourage you to get outside your box.
Yeah,
Like
for
to like
sure.
really do. We're seeing that a lot right now in the WNBA fashion. You have a new WNBA show. What's the new show?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited about it. I've been trying to pitch it for a few years now, and we just hadn't been able to, like, create the idea where our region would resonate with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And we eventually came to the agreement with everybody that it was going to be WNBA players. Like, I'll interview WNBA players who went to school in the SEC, just because that's
Where you are.
That's
Yeah.
where I am, like
Yeah.
geographically in the United
Yeah.
States. And
Yeah.
so we're gonna have 8 episodes. I filmed them like.
Back to back to back?
No, like,
Oh.
so I've only done 5. So it's
Yeah.
not like I have 3 sitting there. I have to like
Yeah.
go out and get them. But they're really fun. They're, it's called In the W. And yeah, I talk a little bit about basketball. I talk a little bit about them. It's the same as my Grizzlies podcast,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
just shorter.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun. We've gotten really good guests because most girls who went to the SEC are like
Who's
big
in the
time
SEC?
players.
What are the teams?
Oh, I'm not going to be able to name them. LSU,
Alabama.
Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the girls
Florida.
who South Carolina,
Yeah.
Florida, Missouri. I won't be able to name them all. I'm thinking of the girls that I've already had and
I
what
know.
schools they went
Yeah,
to, but
I know.
it's been really great.
Yeah.
And they're really receptive. Like, I DM'd a bunch of girls, hey, will you come on? And a lot of them got back to me just that way. It's easier to go than going through PR, but
Yeah, wow.
it's been fun.
That's
love
amazing.
that.
Good for you too to be able to like share that platform for the those
Well, she's
young
also
women,
creating
too.
like a new platform.
Right.
Like she's in the NBA and you're over here creating something different.
I think, and
love
don't
that.
put my don't like write it in permanent marker next to me, but I think we're the first NBA team to have a WNBA podcast who doesn't have
A WNBA
team.
franchise, yeah.
Right, right. No, that's amazing. That's why I'm like, that's incredible. I'm excited for you. I'm happy to listen to it. Like, it's gonna be great.
And I have free range, so like no one's gonna tell me what to ask.
yeah. That's the
Ooh, that's even
best.
better.
I know.
I wish. No, it's because I've seen so many women in the WNBA be able to, and we talked about this earlier with somebody else too, of like fashion. Like their walk-in fits, like their whole thing. Like we just
Iconic
saw
this year.
Skims
Yeah.
do an entire campaign with WNBA athletes in their underwear.
They're like phenomenal.
I mean, smoking hot, but unexpected. I was shocked by that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked that was
I
like
loved it.
out of the gates. That's how they went. But like, it was really iconic.
Yeah,
to
they
do.
chose like so many different like types of women.
and demos like ages.
Yeah.
Like the ages ranged very
Ages, skin,
wildly.
body,
Yeah.
like feminine, masculine. Like it was
Yeah.
so good. My most recent interview was with 2 players from the LA Sparks, and if you guys go look at them, they're I talked about fashion with them. It was Rakia Jackson and Ray Burrell. These two women look like legit runway supermodels when they come into games.
Oh,
like high fashion.
They do. I'll be on like TikTok or whatever scrolling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who is that? And they're like dressed to the tens. I'm like, this is amazing, and it's amazing that women feel comfortable to dress like that now, because they didn't use. We had Misty on earlier. They used to have rules that they had to wear, like they couldn't
You
wear
could wear sneakers to walk in.
Oh my gosh.
Or to travel.
Yeah, to travel.
Sorry?
They would get
Swear
fined.
they'd get fined. Tell you.
Yeah.
Wait till you listen to that episode.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
a
should.
little.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
crazy.
interesting, actually.
I know.
It's
right?
just, and they also didn't have maternity leave.
They just got that like last year.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, but you couldn't.
Big thanks to Jaron Jackson Jr.'s mom, Terry Jackson.
Shout
I
out.
love it. But you know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
so many rules you don't know, and so it's interesting. I also think too, for some of these young girls, there's when you see vets doing it, you're more comfortable doing it, and
sure.
so I think it's a real testament to like what goes on in the culture in the WNBA.
I also think that social media, as bad as we said it has been, it has some really huge benefits
Yeah,
as well.
it does.
Because with social media, and I don't just mean like, oh, they get to post their pictures, but brand deals come out
Yeah,
of it. And so you're more
100%.
inclined to, find your style, because then
Yeah.
you can find those brands who eventually are going to pay you, and then
Right.
you have another
Yeah.
stream of revenue.
Right.
And so social media is bad, but it's also so great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a healthy version of it, right? And I think it's
Let me find that version.
huh? Yeah, I
me
want to
find
find that
that.
version.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, we can just have our own little small group,
Yeah.
and we could just post amongst ourselves.
Positive vibes.
We'll start that later. We're just
Perfect.
the three of us and our own. What's it? Close friends. We'll have our own close friends. Be like, why do they post green
yeah.
all the time? It's just the three of us
Yeah.
posting to ourselves, posting ourselves. Okay, so you're starting a new show. Season's gonna start. You're gonna have the whole team back. Like, what's up next for you?
Yeah. Good question, because my contract is done in next week. But
Is it?
hopefully
Who's doing it for you?
Well, no, I signed a 1-year contract plus one.
A one
and
plus
so,
one?
Yeah, so hopefully the plus one gets picked up.
Is it their option? Your option?
Theirs, team option.
Have you
It'll get
communicated
picked up.
with them? Well, they're not yet.
What?
You've been like, I'll be back, or have you had the combo?
No, the convo happens July 31st, and then my contract, I think, starts in September or something.
Okay,
but
let me know if you need me to fly out,
Thanks.
and I'll just be waiting in the room with you.
Thanks. Yes. Yeah. So hopefully I'm back with Memphis, because I would love
Yeah.
to be, because I do love it there. And I think our team's going to be really fun this year.
Yeah.
It'll be the 5th season of my podcast, which is my baby. It's the thing that I love to do the most, because again, remember I talked to you about
Yeah.
just not talking about basketball
Yeah.
for some of it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. We'll have more post-game interviews, because we'll actually win. I think we only won like a handful of games at
Yeah.
home this year, because I only do home
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
post games. And so that's where all the fits come from.
Yay.
And so I think that's really fun. I work with one of our old players, Kyle Anderson. His sister is a stylist in New York. And we didn't work together this year because we didn't win any games.
Right.
Yeah.
But she's really fun, like telling me to buy certain pieces, and she'll find them really cheap. She'll be like, hey, I found this Forever 21 jacket on sale for $3. Like, go buy it, because you can do this, this, and this. And she's so
Yes.
great. Or I'll like buy a piece, and I'm like, hey, I bought this vest. How can I wear it and
Yeah.
like make it appropriate for a game or whatever? And
Yeah.
so I'm excited to get going on the fashion as well.
You're just
Yay.
glowing. It makes my
Yeah.
heart happy.
I really love my job.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
they pay me. Like, I love it.
because
I love that part too, though.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up the show with a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to Good American today.
I did.
Love them, and I'm so glad you got denim. You
I
have
got a
denim
lot.
on. I know
I
you
got-
can buy so much in that store.
I got 2 pairs of jeans, like, because they're very different. I got
Yeah.
one like casual pair and one like dressier pair, the pair that you're wearing, but in blue.
You got the Chloe's, dude. Whatever Chloe did, and that Chloe, look, I'm gonna give this right to camera. Chloe Kardashian, thank you, because the new Chloe's are phenomenal. Like you guys, Emma, Shannon, Misty, all of you over there. Chloe killed it on this. Can we please get more of the Chloe fit? It's all I want in my closet. It's the Chloe fit. It's
I even
beautiful.
want a pair. So
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
They told me I bought the last 6 in the whole company.
no. Well, they only made 500 pairs
Oh, they're sold
worldwide.
out?
Isn't that outrageous?
They're sold out?
500.
What?
they're sold out. Oh,
Of the size.
No, I'm saying they only made 500 pairs in the entire world.
And our butts got them.
And I'm sitting in them right now, doing it a disservice that my ass is sitting in the jeans. I'll go walk around
look
and give
great.
it,
Yeah,
like,
you should.
give it
You
a little
should.
bit more life.
Yeah, I got a denim dress.
Okay, they had cute ones.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
got like one of the ladies working today was wearing this like gray dress with a little wrap, and I was like, well,
Queenie? Was it
I knew
Queenie?
that it was Queenie.
Oh,
So I bought that too.
oh, cute. Good
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to see it. Like on maybe during the game or something.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wear the
you
denim
post
dress here.
Are you? Okay. tag because
Yay.
I want to make sure I don't miss it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love. Oh my God. I love. No, they're great. We're going to send you to Dry Bar too because we're really big on feel good, look good,
I just
feel
cut
good,
all. I
play
just
good,
cut
pay
7
good.
inches off my hair.
Did you? Oh. Do you feel
A
freer
little
or
summer
do you
refresh.
feel? I love.
My hair grows really fast, so it'll
Does
be long
it?
again. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just glowing. Just glowing. We're
You
standing
are.
over there. And then we're going to end our day with Tina's vodka. We have some vodka for you. Are you a vodka drinker?
yes. Why did I laugh?
They took it off the table for me. They don't leave it out here anymore
Yeah.
just in case I go rogue and start drinking it. But
True story.
It's legit true story. But we have some Tina's for you too. But we're going to do Tina's question of the day. No idea what's in here. I'll go first.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, that's
Oh,
cute.
I know.
Oh God, that was a long time ago, so I don't know. I would say my most iconic childhood memory. My grandmother took me on a train ride in the 2nd grade, and we took the train from Greenville, South Carolina, to Florida to see my great grandmother. But we like slept on the train, did all of that, like
That's
ate on the
cute.
train, and I remember it because it was like such an iconic thing. And now I don't even think you could do it. But it was like I had to be in the 2nd grade and 8 years old in order to go on this trip, and I like remember it like
And a trip with your grandma. So
so
know.
totally. The bad part to that is I got in the ocean and I tan really, really easy. I have olive skin. And I got out of the ocean and I had really bad tan lines. And she thought I had like gotten in like an oil spill or something.
Oh my
and she was
God.
paranoid. And she scrubbed me with a bristle brush. And ever since then, when I see bristle brushes, it reminds me of her. But like literally, she thought she had oil. I had oil like slick
got
on
so
me.
tan?
So wild. But that was that whole trip and a thing. So that's like my most iconic childhood memory.
That's a good memory.
Yeah,
was
that is.
It was good and
detailed,
bad.
too.
That's why I remember it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Let me get a good one, please. Okay. What's one skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't had the chance to
Ooh,
yet?
that's a goodie.
You know what? If I
Tina's
didn't,
dropping hard questions.
yeah. If I hadn't got into sports, I always wanted to be a pilot. And so,
Really?
Yeah.
that's sick.
So, and I'm still like maybe to the think
Like
about it.
commercial or private or
Just-
just fun?
Private, but my mom, she's a flight attendant, but she started pilot training for a little bit, and I was like, that's amazing. So maybe long term in the next 10 15 years when I have more time, I'd love to just kind of
That's really cool.
learn how to fly a plane.
If you do
So-
that, can we please be on your friends and family and fly
Yeah.
for free?
Oh,
okay,
yeah, I
thanks.
got you.
Okay, love you. Like she doesn't have any kids. We're just her kids.
Yeah, seriously.
We want your family passes.
Like, haven't you seen the group chat? Yeah. Or the
We started
close
it a
friends?
long time ago. The close friends chat's there. Like it's substance.
I'm nervous.
Are you nervous?
Like, I'm nervous because I want to get. Oh, I want this little tiny one. Okay, Tina.
Tina's vodka. It's so good. She claims you can't get a hangover, so you have to report back.
What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day? Okay.
There
Here
we
we
go.
go.
Okay,
Here
okay.
we go.
That's the winner.
They're like, that's not how the game works. Lizzie."
It's okay. Production hasn't shut our mics off, so we're good.
Okay, so as you guys know, I'm obsessed with my dog. Oh, not the middle finger. After I start my day, this is a roundabout way to answer. I start my day waking up initially, drink a cup of water, and take my dog for like an hour-long walk. I'm obsessed with him. If I go to work and I come back, I always walk him again, and then we always are snuggling in bed. He has like a specific pillow that he likes to sit on. So I would say take a hot shower, walk my dog, and then snuggle with him because I'm absolutely obsessed with him.
So cute.
Aw, I love it.
Love it.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Megan, I love this show.
Me too.
I love this show.
Same.
Her table is so powerful.
It is.
But you know what it does? It
What?
brings amazing women to a space where they can share and be comfortable, but also it's a space for us to learn as well. KJ just knocks my socks off. So I don't really even know what else to say. She just is one of the people that she brings great energy. She has such great positive outlook in life.
Yeah.
And she's just fun. Like
Yeah.
I just literally feel like I could get drinks with her. I could hang out with her. Next time I need to beat someone up, I'm going to call her. And now we're in a close group chat.
Yeah. Honestly, she's so easy to talk to, and you can tell why the players respect her so much and feel so comfortable talking to her post game because she does such a great job with people. And it's just a testament to her job and who she is as a person as well.
It's an interesting place because you go into an organization. She's been there 5 years. That organization has really grown and developed since she's been there. And I truly think that her ability to contribute to that is one of the things that has allowed the Grizzlies to have such an amazing culture as they've continued to grow and develop within this league. And to watch a woman be so confident and to watch her love what she does so much, it's an inspiration to me. I'm going to get teary-eyed saying this. Oh my God. Get it together, Kate. Turn it off. It's an inspiration to me because there's so many great women out there in the sports world and just in life. And it's so amazing to be blessed with somebody that you can call a friend from the show.
Oh my God, she's literally starting to cry. Oh my God.
All because of her table. That's really what it is. But
No.
she, like I said, it's watching the gift she has and how she's developed it is so special to me because we got to share with her today. All the women, she came on our show the first time last year and she was talking about the women she looks up to.
Yeah.
And then we've had women on this show here at her table who look up to KJ and she doesn't even know it. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to bring great people together, but to keep celebrating them as they go on their journey. And I'm telling you right now, the Memphis Grizzlies are lucky to have her. Like she better be there or she can, wherever she goes, I'm going. So Memphis, you're either going to lose a fan or keep a fan. So that's how this is going to go.
No, we love KJ, and honestly, she's such an inspiration to like the young woman out there, and just the confidence she has. And we talked about fits all day today, and just being able to wear what she wants to feel the most like herself. And she's great. She really is, and she's somebody that a lot of people look up to, including myself.
I know. And I hate that she had to go through that vulnerable time, but her sharing it was really special because that's not easy to do. And social media, like we touched on this earlier, social media has such an impactful role, and it can be positive or it can be negative. And I think reminding ourselves that we're all people, right? And we have to give ourselves grace, but to give other people grace too. And being able to experience that with her and her share that, I think hopefully that helps somebody else that might be going through a tough time, that the sun will come up, you'll get on the other side. And like her tattoo says, she is exactly where she's supposed to be.
Exactly.
And I'm glad she got to share that with us here today at her table. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That was another amazing episode. KJ's going to come back for another one. We're going to sit on a couch in some sweatpants. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Good American, Dry Bar. Tina's Vodka we had amazing fun today with our questions of the day. So thanks to Tina's Vodka for that. And then also the Wild Collective. I can't wait to see what fit KJ picks from them and gets to wear in game. That's going to be exciting. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow, and make sure you guys check out KJ with the Memphis Grizzlies this season. That's it for us. Thanks so much.